Yo, what's good everybody, and welcome back to another video here on the second channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a video that I actually promised a lot of people that I'd do a long time ago, and I'm finally getting around to doing it. It's the Broogli Iceberg. This iceberg encapsulates everything weird or crazy or unknown that's happened to the Broogli channel, to the Broogli Discord over the last 7 months I've done YouTube. So we're going to hop into that today. I'm just going to be speedrunning these. It's a pretty big iceberg, lots of entries. Me and Baller, a guy over on the Discord, we created this thing, and I think it turned out pretty well. So let's get into it, shall we? Now, a lot of this stuff's going to be pretty obscure, and it's going to be a lot of if you know, you know kind of moments, but we're going to go with it right now, and let's hop right into it with the first entry being Zeno. Now, Zeno is a mod on the Discord server, one of the longest normal mods that I've had. Pretty simple. Next up is Baller, who is the co-creator of this iceberg with me, and Baller joined. He's the third person to join the server back in September when I launched. One of the most OG members on here. Next up is Sage, a member that joined a month or two ago. She joined and then got muted a bunch, then left and joined, and just a whole ordeal of things. But yeah, she's pretty chill. Next up is Darth, which I think is referring to Darth Cheese, who is also a member. Somebody who joined and then instantly started arguing with me and Baller about something. I forgot what it was, but he was arguing with us and then he kind of switched up one day and now he's just normal. I don't know, it was weird. Next is Chokie, who is yet another member of the Discord server, or was a member of the Discord server. He was banned, but yeah, if you know, you know. Next up is XC, who is also a mod on the server, on the Discord server. He left a long time ago, but he was one of the most OG mods on there. He's the second one, and some shady business was going down, so I guess that's why he's on here. He's a goofy guy to say the least. Next up is Inverted, which is referring to Inverted Jack, who is the longest, second longest, highest ranking mod on the server. She's been a mod for a long time, ever since the beginning, really, and she's helped the server with a ton of stuff, but she's pretty much the main mod that everybody knows, and that's Inverted. Next up is Toldu. I think he left the server, but he was a member who joined a long time ago. He used to be on there back in October and September of last year. I think he was one of my first patrons as well, so he's one of the most OG people, I guess you could say. Next up is Infinity AX, who is also, yet again, another member of the server, another server member. He's credited with starting a lot of wars on the server, I think. I mean, he's been here a long time from what I can remember, but yeah, that's Infinity. Next up is one of the most ubiquitous members of the Discord server, and that is TB. Now, TB was the first person to join the server back in September 19th or 20th or 21st, whenever I launched this. He was the first person to join, and he left in December of last year, but then he recently rejoined. So it's kind of like an OG coming back. Pretty interesting. Next up is Wretch, who is now, he worked his way from a normal member to the highest ranking mod over the last few months. But yeah, Wretch is a member, just another member. I think after the first tier, the members kind of stopped just being members. And I know the whole first thing is just people, but it gets to more juicy stuff later, I promise. Next up is Spad, who was a channel member, a patron, both of those things for a long time, and I think he still is, but he joined and then he left and then he joined again. I don't know, some of these people just I'd be forgetting who they are. So the next up is the entry nice, which is kind of my thing that I say over on the Broogli channel. I kind of just say like nice. One day I was reading a script that I made and it said something stupid like if you get here you like die or something, and I was like nice, and it kind of just stuck. So I guess that's kind of my thing now. And last up for the first tier is Steve, who was the first mod on the Discord server, and he actually convinced me to make the Discord. He actually, when I used to do iceberg videos, he made the first 3 or 4 icebergs that I went over, and he convinced me to make a Discord server so I could do more stuff like that, and he made the first few chats and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely an OG member in the community. I think he definitely left because he wasn't like feeling it anymore, but you know what, whatever, more power to you. And now for the start of tier 2, the second tier, we have Skippy. Oh gosh. Skippy is a member who joined last October, I think. If you're on the Discord server, I think you know of Skippy. This guy's kind of crazy sometimes. He's gone by a few names though. He's gone by Skippy, Kenny, Chaotic, a bunch of names. But I think he's been kicked a few times. But you know, at the end of the day, I think he's a pretty chill guy. I know he watches all the videos. So Skippy, if you're watching, calm down, bro. Next up is furry overpopulation. Yeah, there was some furry business going on for April 1st. The April Fool's joke for the server was everybody's stuff was turned into a furry. So that was the mods. Would that be a good idea? I mean, you know what? Whatever. I mean, next up, one of my favorite OG members, Big Shot is his name. He joined a long time ago and he got banned a lot and unbanned and rebanned. He would spam the same GIF over and over again of like a guy dancing. And that's all I would say. He would never speak English or any words. He would just spam pictures. I haven't heard from him in a while. I haven't seen a comment from him in a while. Hope you're doing good, Big Shot, if you're still watching. Next up is Mark. Mark used to be in every single broadcast I do, which is when I get in VC with some of the people on the Discord. He used to join every time and he used to talk to us all, but I think in like mid-December, he kind of just dropped off the grid and I don't even think he's in the server anymore. I haven't heard from him in a while, but Mark, if you're out there, if you're watching, join the next broadcast, bro. All right, so next up is bread, which for a while was my main thing, was like the bread emoji. I'm sure you've seen it if you've been a fan for a while. I don't know when it came about. I don't even think I coined it. I think I'm known for like spamming emojis over on the server, and I think I just spammed a bunch of bread one time after I got like my first sponsor or something. Ever since then, it kind of stuck and it was kind of my emoji thing. But yeah, the next entry is Influx of New Members, which happened twice mainly, and the biggest one was a few weeks, about a month ago, when the server gained like 3,000 people in like a week, and it was because a culmination of things. Really, I had a video that blew up, and then one of Kane's videos blew up, and it kind of like made both of them blow up. Worked together to do that. But yeah, that was kind of crazy. There's like 7.5k people in there now. It was pretty stagnant at around 2k for a while, and then the plus 3k, and since then, you know, some have trickled in, but it's crazy. There's been a lot of new members. Go join if you haven't. It's pretty cool over there. Next up is fan-made levels, which yes, I started the fan-made level series a long time ago on the channel, and I'm actually bringing it back this summer. So if you're looking forward to that, leave a fat thumbs up on the videos. I'm actually looking forward to redoing that, restarting the series, but I started it and everybody seemed to love it. So until they didn't seem to love it because you stopped watching it. But then I uploaded it again and it kind of blew up. But you know what? We're going to bring out the official comeback this summer and it'll be back and better than ever, I think. All right, next up is chat level 999, which is the chat that people get sent when they're in like timeout or whatever on the server. If you get sent there, it's like purgatory. It's kind of like timeout, like a bad timeout. And then the last entry on the second tier is Emma, who was a member. I can't remember if she was a mod. I don't remember if she was, but she was Inverted Jack's friend, and they kind of had like a little tiff between them or something. I don't really know the whole details, but Emma used to be on the server, and then she wasn't, and then she joined, and then she wasn't, and I don't, you know, it's a whole deal. Goomba, that's the first entry on the third tier, and Goomba is like kind of a phrase you do, like you say like bro or something like that, like what's up Goomba, you know, it's that kind of thing. Me and Baller kind of coined that term, specifically Baller did, but then I think it kind of stuck with everybody, so we just say like Goomba now when referring to people. Next up is Level Nuts, which was Baller's first and only level creation that he did. It was actually featured in the joke fan made levels video. It was featured in that, and people seem to like it. And you know what? Level Nuts has become ubiquitous now as a way to get out of any bad situation in the back rooms. If you know, you know. All right, next up is actually two people for one entry, but it's Cade/Reese. Cade and Reese are actually my real life friends, the same ones who were in the cryptid story and the same ones who have been, you know, in the gaming videos on the channel, some of the shorts, some of the other videos. Those are my two longest friends from real life, but I made them the highest level mod, but they're never on that Discord server, so it's kind of like people are always asking who they are. So Cade and Reese, my real life homies. They're there. Next up is a really juicy one that only really OG people are going to remember, but it's the channel hack. That's the next entry. The Broogli channel got hacked at 22,000 subs on November 21st, I think? 21st? November 20th? Something around there. It got hacked by Ethereum hackers who then posted some videos, and it took about 5 days for me to get my channel back and a bunch of, you know, communicating between me and YouTube, but we finally got it back. Done pretty well for ourselves here at the channel. Thank you guys for not giving up on me through that time. It was kind of crazy. That was a whole ordeal, but we're back and we're better than ever. The next entry is Broogli/Baller IRL friends, IRL buds. That's what it's written as. And the main this theory was come about because people think that me and Baller are like real life friends, like me and Kate and Reese are. But me and Baller are not real life friends. I've never seen him before in person ever. We just became friends through Discord on the Broogli server. But you know, contrary to popular belief, we don't know each other in real life. We just do over the Discord. The next entry is Patreon Pay Pigs, which I think is referring to the first original Patreon patrons. The first few weeks that I had Patreon, I didn't upload anything to it. I just linked it in some videos, and I think he's talking about the first people that were on there. I'm not sure. Baller wrote this one. I don't really remember what it means, but I think that's what it is. Not sure. Next up is the phrase "dum dum," which is a phrase that Inverted Jack has coined over the past months. It's the nickname she gives people when she sends them to the 999 chat, and it's pretty famous on the server at this point. I'm sure if you joined right now, you'd see some people with the name Dum Dum. Next one is a pretty popular entry among people who join VCs, and it's Broogli being late, which is me typically being late to things that I schedule. If I say there's gonna be like a VC at 11 p.m., I'll probably show up at like 11:20. I don't know, man. Time's not real. It's not. The next entry is one that only a few people know, and it's only like 4 or 5 people actually, but it's Baller is Cade's alt. So when I first started the server in September, I didn't have a huge following. I only had like 500, 600 subscribers, and I thought when Baller joined, he was so similar to how Cade, my IRL friend, acts. I thought he was Cade, but on Cade's alt. So I accused him of being Cade's alt, and I accused Cade of alting as Baller, and of course, since they act the same, they both went along with it and kept saying, yeah, they're each other's alts. I thought it was Cade for like a month until we got into a VC, and it wasn't. It's a pretty big dumb moment on my part, but whatever. So the last 2 entries on this tier are pretty large ones, and the first one is the copyright thing that happened right after I got my channel back from being hacked. About a week and a half later, I got a copyright strike. It was a wrong when we settled it behind the scenes, but it was a copyright strike on an entity that I was going over. So yeah, that was the copyright strike issue. Also, apologies, my camera just died, and all the footage of the last tier was corrupted. So we're just gonna keep the audio here. And the last entry for today is the entry called Server Growing Bigger Than the Official Backrooms Discord server. This happened, I think, 2 months ago, and it was when the Broogli Discord server officially outgrew the Backrooms TS server. It was a pretty monumentous day. We celebrated because we'd done something crazy. The Broogli movement has outgrown the official backroom server movement thing, and it's just crazy. It's all thanks to you guys, but yeah, that was crazy. So yeah, that was it for the first part of the Broogli Iceberg. This is going to be split into 3 different parts because it's such a big one. I don't want it to be a big long video. This first part was the first 3 tiers. The next part will be the next 3 tiers, and the last part will be the last 3.5 tiers. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully you're looking forward to it. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for supporting me, and I'll see you later.